Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone above, below, or in between. Welcome to a nice little episode on trolls. Some gentleman call himself Zoro ST with some sort of griffin glyph. Decided to have a nice little chat with me last night. I guess he was trying to incite some violence. I don't really know. He's just acting a fool. So I decided to dive into his account, and I'm seeing shit like this. Yeah. Let's back up a bit. Not a neo-Nazi. Okay, so we already got Latino and German neo-Nazi, paleo-Nazi, and apparently he has a thing against the desert territory like Israel and all this other shit. What? I don't fucking know. So apparently he's just a damn moron. So then he decides to get into a nice little conversation about the San Jose incident. Where we saw some civilians take a little bit of a beating from some anti-Trump supporters or anti-Trump protesters. Excuse me, anti-Trump protesters. And he has no respect for he has no respect for law enforcement either. Starting to sound familiar, folks? So yeah, we had a nice little conversation here. What would prompt you to ask such a question? Speak up, fool. I don't know, it's just straight up divide. So I'm pretty sure that this is a this is an idiot. So anyway, he asked me if I'd be cool if they started shooting Trump supporters. I was like, where does that come from? And I asked him about that, and that just went nowhere. So he went back up to this conversation. So where do you draw the line? You wouldn't kill if ordered. I was like, again, I don't know where that came from. But let others do the killing if ordered to stand down. He's acting like I'm law enforcement. I don't know where the hell that came from. And I showed you the conversation. I'm just I'm playing it cool. And this is the answer that I give, and he just stops after that. I guess he, finally understands that he hit a rock in a hard place. I don't fucking know. See if we can find it here. That little news article that I brought up. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, see, if you live in California, yeah. The cops, you can pretty much tell they got enough on their plate. This is from an old story from 2 years ago, where law enforcement was on a manhunt for one guy that was killed a couple cops after losing his job. He was former military, by the way, folks. And he joined the law enforcement, and I think it was less than a year later, like maybe 90 days, I don't know. I lost count. But, he was cycled right back. He was fired. Like, real quick. I don't know what the fuck happened. I suspect that there's some shady shit going on there. But anyway, the local law enforcement decided to open fire on any car that matched his. Yeah. And eventually, the manhunt ended in Big Bear Lake, where there was a nice little shootout where we had every cop around in the land versus just one. One former serviceman. And the entire cabin was burned down. So yeah, stuff like that gives the enemy a boner. Further than that, inciting riots against the or folks to get wily or crazy or rowdy against their own law enforcement, I'm not down for, because it looks to me like if we were to be doing shit like this, it looks like innocent civilians might be in danger, and I'm just not down for that. But folks, I don't know who that other fool is. He's probably just another random troll or whatever. I suspect he's an SJW/radical feminist idiot. So be on the lookout for some fool calling himself Zoro Street or Zoro ST Zorro ST88, as in the Fox, ST88, as in Fox Street, whatever the hell that's all about. And it just looks, you know, he's just a punk being a punk. Pay no mind to him. No, the right people are on the case. The right people are doing the right things. They're getting interviews from folks. They're documenting stuff. So I mean, ladies and gentlemen out there, if you wanna do something about the San Jose thing, try to find some folks that were actually there. Interview those guys. Get them to do video documentations or written documentations. Get the, you know, we just need documents everywhere. Everything documented. Evidence, evidence, evidence. All right. Find fools like this. Find them all out. Call them out. I'll be damned if any harm comes to folks because I failed to act. Because fools like this, fools like Mr. Zorro ST, no, they got to get shut down, man. I'm sorry. How many tweets does he have? He's got 1,000. So apparently it's one of those sock puppet things. He's following 23. He's only got 55. Yeah, that's kind of suspect right there. So yeah. You're going to have this, folks. You're going to have people that are experts in divide and conquer kind of bullshit. So I don't have time for this fool at all. And I'll put him up on the exposed block. I'm like, fuck this guy. Anyway, that's going to be the end of it. Because, to be honest, for the weekend, I was just going to play it cool and just chill out, let the professionals handle all the real news and whatever. But, you know, it's the weekend. But this guy decided, oh, no. At 2 o'clock last night, he was going to type like a drunken fool. That's why I think he was a Californian, because nobody in their right mind would be bothering with shit like that. And I just got through talking with another radical feminist that was trying to get an image of me just this fucking Friday, I think it was. You know what I mean? They were trying to get me to post selfie pics, so I don't know what the fuck they had in mind for that. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout, folks. The extreme leftists, the SJWs, the radical feminists, they're out there in full force, all across Twitter, and they're plotting some big old plans against the rest of us. So be on the lookout, stay on guard, look out for one another. Look out for your fellow Americans, because it looks like they're going out in full force against everybody, and they're trying to incite some problems. Now, thankfully, this is just Twitter. It's just a computer screen and a keyboard, and that's normally all the issues. You know, it's just going to end right then and there if you turn off the machine or whatever. Like myself, I just finished eating what I ate. I didn't talk to this guy. Thankfully, I talked to them after my workout, because if it was during the workout, I probably would have overdone it. My muscles would be way too sore the next day. Thankfully, you know, they're just the right amount of soreness. I can still move them and flex them and all that. So, but Jesus, guys, be on guard. Election season, man. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anybody trying to incite some violence over us. You know, don't get me wrong, it's the right occasion, but I mean, cool heads prevail, man. Cool heads prevail. So get all those documents that you can. Mike Cernovich, I know he's on some cases. He's on some of this case. So yeah, email some documents if you ever find that stuff to him, or not email, but tweet him or whatever, or handle it to some of his buddy professionals. I'm sure they'll get a hold of this stuff. Do some video documents. Do some interviews if you can. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Document this stuff. This is our country. This is our home. Got to protect it. We got to stand up for it. We got to speak up, because it looks like the news media, they're not doing their jobs right. So we got to do it. We got to stand tall, stand together, and we got to stick together. I love America. We're gonna get up. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. All right. So good luck to all. Peace out. You know what to do. You know when to do it. I don't have to say a damn thing. Good luck on your weekend too. Don't let no fool spoil it. I'm out.